I'm talking now. Good morning.
Good morning.
It's the 15th of May.
It is.
It's Friday.
Right.
It's 6:13.
Indeed.
It's 2026.
Yeah.
And there's 62 Sundays left until the next general election.
Correct.
How?
Say that last part again.
62 Sundays left until the next election.
Let's go, good people.
And you are wearing
Yes.
my favorite color. I mean, it doesn't get better than this.
It warms up the room, right?
Isn't it, though? There's something about green. It's life.
Yeah.
It's new spring. It's fresh.
Yes.
It's evergreen. It's just life.
Yes.
It's everything.
Indeed.
And there's your morning in numbers. I think I can deliver it. There it is. Is it because it's Friday?
Did you just say numbers? But okay. We shall get into numbers.
Where?
Yes.
Yo. Here's a number for you. 46 shillings.
Even if he cannot smile today.
Even if he's not smiling.
He has refused.
Where?
The numbers are not numbering.
Is it 42 or 46? Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
My God.
Is this where they say it's darkest before dawn?
It's actually 46.
Yeah, it's 46.
Yeah, it's 46.
46.
46 in one area and it is 20 in another.
Yeah.
The Energy Petroleum Regulatory Authority
has
decided
done it again.
that between now and the 14th of June, you shall pay 46 extra shillings from 197 to 243 shillings for diesel, and you shall pay an extra 20 shillings from 196 to 214 shillings for petrol.
Oh.
Yes, this is at least until the 14th of June. So when you've woken up this morning, you will wake up to a number of things that maybe, I don't know what the regulatory authority was thinking or why this had to be. You have to look at the landed cost vis-a-vis the levies that are being applied here and there.
Yep.
The G2G deal there's some numbers has failed.
Mean the monopoly?
That didn't quite work out.
No.
The Strait of Hormuz still remains an iffy situation. So where are you getting fuel from?
Remains an excuse.
Remains an excuse.
Yeah.
As to why you can't get affordable fuel. There has never been such a high increase of petrol and diesel, or fuel rather, in the country, ever.
Diesel was like, what, 20%?
Increase.
Petrol was 10% plus. And so, Kenyans, when your conductor asks you for extra bus fare, if they were charging you 100 and they charge you 120 today,
this is why.
They're not hiking the prices for no reason. This is why. The fuel cost has gone high. Has spiked.
Yes, it has.
Skyrocketed.
You will look at the numbers, but that's what we started with, the morning in numbers, and it doesn't look too exciting because we know for a fact that as a result of this, the cost of living, at least in the next couple of weeks, is going to rise. Everything you do, short of taking a breath, then will be more expensive. How you buy the basic commodities that you will need, how you get from one place to the next, using transport, you putting fuel in your vehicle, you're taking a bus, a matatu, the train. Flying. It doesn't really matter. Save using your legs. Save using our legs and walking from point A to point B. And the advantage there is that you could be a tad bit healthier. However, it looks like it's going to change quite some.
And you know what the two most expensive commodities are today in Kenya? Tomatoes and fuel. Tomatoes and fuel.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's how we started our morning. We are still going to afford a smile at some point or other, because even if it's the thing that you don't really have to pay much for, you can afford a smile this morning, and that there's some things that we can continually be grateful for. So very good morning to you. We're smack dab in the middle of the month of May, and even as we get into things, have you read about the little red engine that could? That's what EVE looks like today, because she's all in red. So no, in most places, she's got the coolest of shoes. I wish, even if she were to stand on the table, I don't know that you would see her. But just take it from me.
I know you wouldn't. I'm just saying.
Take it from me. She looks really good today. So good morning, EVE. Hope you're well. I can't see you. Even if you're shouting at me or frowning, I can't see you. So just take me as I am. Joy B, good morning. Mutanu has taught us some Kikamba. I think I speak better Kamba than Mutanu.
I would agree.
Sindo?
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Yes. Given the session we just had.
Given what we've just had, you agree. Yeah. Thank you. Usani, you can take that to the bank. and take it to Matu. All right. A very good morning to everybody, and thank you for joining us in the room today. It is Friday, but that doesn't stop us from having conversations in the Situation Room this morning. I'll let you know what we'll be talking about in just a bit. Also, that fuel shock is going to be one that we need to look into. So let me tell you what the conversations will be in just a minute. We'll start off. Wait a minute. If my phone will just agree to cooperate with me. Yes, I must remind you that our live streams are up on YouTube, Facebook, and on X. Folks are wondering if we're doing that. And a very good morning to our audience on KTN today. Karibu Sana. We're glad that you've been able to join us this morning from wherever it is that we're having these conversations here in Nairobi, through the nation, the region, and the world on the internet. It allows us to have these conversations right here and across the world. Thank you for joining us every morning as you do. We definitely don't take it for granted, and that we need to have this discourse is very important. Joe Kamanya is here, just in case you didn't notice, but he's here. We start off our conversations this morning, the youth perspective, France-Kenya ties. What does it actually mean? We know that there was very youth-centric conversation during the Africa Forward Summit. What does that actually mean? And does the young population really feel as though this is the direction that we're going to go? Angel Boothia is the national chairperson of the Jubilee Youth League. Casmuel Makore is the ODM youth leader. Both of them will join us at 7 o'clock. We'll have a conversation around that, a forward-facing conversation. Knock on wood. 8 o'clock, the game of numbers. Wajiko Thiga is the National Youth Leader DCP. Advice Mundalo is a leadership and communication specialist. The game of numbers, by-elections and State House expenditure. That's what we'll be looking at 8 o'clock. And yeah, quite something, because the by-election, we saw a winner yesterday. And what exactly this all means moving forward. Finally, emergency health is a conversation that emergency medicine is our Healthy Friday conversation today. Dr. Sheila Sheikh is an emergency medicine physician at the Aga Khan University Hospital. What does it actually mean? Christina had a question yesterday and says, okay, emergency care, what if somebody has an issue just next to a hospital? What do you do? What does that all mean? And let's talk about what emergency care means. Unfortunately, there have been people who have died because the proper emergency care was not applied. Nobody's saying everybody run away and be a first aid responder or, something like that. But are there things that we can all know in case something happens where we are before, you can get to a medical facility? We'll be talking all around those issues with Dr. Check at 9 o'clock. It's 20 past 6 o'clock. Thank you for being here this morning and getting into our conversations proper. It's our last day in the Kingdom of Eswatini, and you might want to know this. This proverb, I really like it. Okay. I'm still trying to figure out how I would interpret it. So this is why I'm going to cheat.
Sounds
and
dangerous.
Allow you. Sounds dangerous?
Yes, when you like things. Very dangerous.
When Ndu likes things, yes. Or when humans generally like things?
When do. Yes.
Are you trying to say something?
Are you being cryptic? Do like things.
It can be dangerous.
Yes.
This is true. I wouldn't even deny.
Okay.
Well, if you didn't say good morning to us, I'm not liking this story.
Can you see her yet?
No. See you even wave.
I've seen her.
Yeah. See now.
She's even smiling.
My temper has cooled.
She's good. She's
okay.
good.
Thank you. The proverb today: a person whose heart is not content is like a snake who tries to swallow an elephant.
Oh. You see, I said it can be dangerous.
A person whose heart is not content is like a snake who tries to swallow an elephant.
Peace.
Like a river.
Comes from within.
Yep.
It says like the heart speaketh through the mouth or something.
Out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks.
The mouth speaketh.
Yes.
Yeah. So if your heart is not content, if you as a person, you're not composed, you're not at peace with yourself, you're not yet experiencing serenity in your existence, chances are there'll be disquiet in your relations. How you come out, you struggle to settle because there's disquiet, there's a storm within you. So how you come out is it's always called, it's disquiet. That's how you'd call it. Because there's no congruence in that space. That's how we'd call it. There's no agreement between your internal locus and your external locus.
God, I beg.
Yes.
Wow.
So your inner world dictates how you come out to this outer world. Yes. That's why you hear the struggle of now trying to take much more than you can swallow. The snake yeah.
So the things that you will attempt to do will be ultimately impossible.
Impossible, yes.
If there's a war within.
Yeah. So let's try to be grounded. Let's find congruence. Let's try to set our internal locus of existence.
Not locust.
Not locust, Evelyn.
Evelyn.
No, locus. Your inner world.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
Mm.
Oh, I see. That's why I cheated.
Yeah.
I had to give it to you first. But absolutely makes sense. And I think we can actually think about those moments when, inside is just a mess and everything that you try to do just fails miserably because you've not reached that place of congruence.
Yes. Yebo.
Yeah.
It's a journey.
It is.
Yes.
And we all strive, and I hope that we can, at least get to the place where we're, attaining that.
Indeed.
Exceeding
Yebo.
that expectation.
Yes.
Right. Audience on KTN, good morning to you. Thank you for joining us as you see us, and those who hear us, and then those who get into the spaces with us. Thank you very much. Joe Kamanya and Ndroko with you this morning into the Situation Room. And as we continue, let me take a minute to say hello to you. Just a very good morning. We can say, I don't know how many languages can we say it. Habari asubuhi, otutuoma, ekaro, inakwana. Those are the three languages, the main ones in Nigeria. How do you... I know how to say good morning in Kikuyu. Wait. I've even forgotten. God in heaven. What to say? Reuri. Don't know again. I've forgotten.
In one word. Where?
It doesn't have to be one word. That's the beautiful thing about language. That language describes the situation, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. You'd say... Okay, you can say Wemwega. That's like yes. Hi, how are you?
Okay.
It's like how are you?
Wemwega.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We keep adding
Yes.
to the bonjour.
Bonjour.
Comment ça va?
Buenos dias.
Buenos dias. ¿Cómo está? Bonjour.
Buongiorno. Buongiorno. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. How is it?
How is it?
How far now?
How far? How body? Very good.
Right.
Okay. So you see now we have said to where did we not go? We didn't go to the Far East. Ni hao.
Ni hao. Sheshe. Yeah.
Okay.
And the Japanese. Konnichiwa.
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 Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Karibu sana, everybody. And we say good morning to you. And let us know what it is that you're thinking this morning. Tell us where you're tuned in from. And as we get into the conversations today, it's such a pleasure to be here with you. Bonjour, les amis. Tuned is Laban Motaroki. Good morning to you. I hope you're doing well. Agucho Gambo says, good morning, tuning from Embakasi. Peter Kiaria is tuning from Mombasa and says, be thankful for what you have. Trust what's coming and let positivity shape your path. Because treat your path forward because a grateful heart attracts endless blessings. Okay, it does. Kimiak, Mayday, Mayday. Have you seen the price of diesel? This is you saying. Have you seen the price? It is not a good morning and nothing good will come out of the KK administration. Unfortunately, Kimiak, you guys keep giving Kimiak something every morning to prove his point. And he's gotten something else to prove his point this morning. So yeah, this is where we are.
He said nothing. You should expect nothing.
He said nothing good will ever come. He says it every day.
Yes.
And then they keep giving him something to tee up with, and he keeps knocking it out of the park.
That's a real prophet right there.
I'm telling you, Kimiaki up to something. Raimtula Omar says, good morning from Nairobi. Crazy fuel prices. Robert Mbogo is tuned in from Mombasa. Simon Kibiru says, good morning, people raring to go this morning. Joaquin Dunga at the ICC, and then boom. Are you thinking what I'm thinking? Well, what are you thinking?
Do tell.
Do tell us what you're thinking. Nick Bala says, good morning. Is it time to encourage town dwellers to turn to bicycles? We could have a healthier population and reduce economic pressure. Or the Gava will tax cyclists to bridge the shortfall. That would be interesting. Wouldn't it be interesting if the people said, you know what, we're going to walk. We're going to ride bicycles. We're going to jog. We're going to carpool. We're going to tell our bosses, allow us to start our day at 10 o'clock so that we can walk to work and then freshen up before we start the day because this is ridiculous. Good morning, Jennifer. Good morning. It's Kamanya. Dano is probably sleeping at this point, but we greet him otherwise. Hope you're doing well. The math of fuel is not mathing. My Lord, indeed. Tim Smuge says, good morning, SpiceFM team. A very good morning to you. Isakale. Every morning, Kenya feels like opening a government audit report with a blood pressure monitor nearby. We wake up asking, what exactly was looted while we were asleep? And who called it development? Man, it's la question. I'm telling you. My prince, what's up, family? And Smokey MC Bandit is agreeing with you, Kimiaki. Says 100%. Nada. Nothing. No thing. De nada. Il n'y a pas de chose. Nothing is what you're telling us this morning. Diesel is selling at 243 shillings, not 64. Oh, rather, you're saying 264 in Mandera, my prince. This is economic injustice. Why would poor people pay more? 264 in Mandera? We'll verify that, but if that is, it's absolutely crazy. Sasa, somebody is dying. It's because of you, Joe.
Because of me?
Yes.
Can I resuscitate them?
I don't know how you would do that. One thinks that might not be done in this room, but Jennifer says, "Woo, Joe, you're killing us softly."
Strumming my pain with his fingers.
If you...
Killing me softly with his
song.
Make progress.
Song.
Let's make
Okay,
progress.
let's move, because clearly, if you actually know the meaning behind that song. Yeah.
Okay.
Eric Hoare says, good morning, guys. You know, you are strategically placed also. EVE has put you in a particular position for a particular reason. But I'm moving on.
Do I want to know the reason?
I'm moving on swiftly.
Okay,
I'm moving on. Right, Mtula says, thanks for bringing Joe. EVE here. We have EVE to thank.
Happy to be here, Mtula.
And we hope to see him again on Monday. It's not me saying.
Oh, are you sure you're not misquoting?
Well, ask Evelyn. Even she can see. Mtuflani says, good morning. To the Princess Joe and the squad, we show up and we show out. Always a blessing. Kabisa. Carol Nyambura says, good morning, everybody. Nawapenda sana. Tunakupenda pia, my sister. Have a blessed day ahead. Good morning to you. Smokey MC Bandit says, good morning to all who observe. Who observe what? The day? Josephat and his scarf included. And his green sweater. Someone of significance has loudly declared we are the problem, and I've wondered if they caught some French this week, because who is we? Those who voted for Ruto and those who refused to protest against him are lumping those who didn't along with them. We are not the problem. The problem is clear and the solution is clearer. Wow. Bernard Nyaberry says the government should increase the price of fuel to 500. As in, since you're going, just go.
Just cap it.
Just do 500 shillings. I remember CT said, I remember a while ago, CT said, this thing is going to reach 200 bob. In fact, why don't they just make it 200 so that we can know where we are going? We move on. And truly, are we not living in those times? Yes, we are living in those times.
Yes, we are.
So he said, just make it 500, as in, why are you waiting? So you just compound the suffering today so that we know where we are going.
And then it's going to hit 290 by August.
For God's sake.
Yeah, boy.
Shukiri Nasoro says, good morning, everybody. Very good morning to you. If he should come, we see her. Sasa unaona, sasa mimi nimesema, ni watu wengine, wanataka kukuona, my sister. Leo says, hello, Princess Undu and Joe. The KK regime will have a long day finding a narrative for the 46 shilling increase in diesel. Is the G2G still working to cushion citizenry, or are we stopping to pay in shillings? That's a good question. But this one, they're going to have a hard time convincing Kenyans that this is the way to go.
They'll give you a reduction of 7 shillings.
Oh, yay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Remember last month?
Yeah, reduced by 10 shillings. Then let's see.
Up by what? Was it 20 something?
And then reduced by 10.
By 10. So now we make it
up by 46.
7.
Reduced by 7.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Good morning, Team Spice, says Young Jedi. It's Friday. Indeed, it is. Patrick Nzomo says, hello, Spice, and do happy birthday to me. Well, happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday, Nzomo. Hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bwangi Juma says, good morning, Spice FM. How are you all this blessed Friday? Doing okay? For all the hustlers, fuel prices are. Thank you from the government. Asante ya pundani.
Mateke.
Steve.
Sama asante ya pundani. Fuel price hike.
Well, asante ya punda ni 46 bob.
46 bob, yes.
Ni 46 bob.
Yeah.
Hello from Roy about the fuel shortage, says Steve. I see you. Good morning, Christina. We need more conversations on teen pregnancy. Invite women rep, discuss sanitary pads. Some of us parents are strict, but we got pregnant the first day, not with older men, but schoolmates. Yes, one of the things that came up yesterday, Christina.
True
you
that.
are right. From Guangzhou is Mohammed Noor. Very good morning to you. Rashid says, Juma Karim to all Team Spice. Tuned in from Nyahera. Rose Grace, good morning. Ndu and Joe tuned in from Manara. Good morning to you. Uhuru wa Rosheni. What does that mean? Kimathi saying that maybe I've said it wrong, probably because I've seen accents and stuff over the U. Margaret Wanjo.
Oh, he's saying in Kikuyu you say good morning. To say good morning you say ohoro wa rusine.
Oh, yes, see how I butchered that? Okay, rusine.
Yes.
Okay. Margaret Wanjo, he says, good morning. Great to be here for the great conversation. Wishing you all a great weekend. Thank you so much. Barry Juma says, Guten Morgen, Oyaore and others. Indeed. Evans Dande, good morning. I'm in this morning. Karibu Evans, good to have you here. Jamil, good morning, Team Spice. Juma Mubarak to you too. Enoch Kanzina tuning from India. Namaste, Kabisa.
Namaste, Vaya.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Intro says, someone constantly chasing more inner peace becomes dangerously restless. Their greed overwhelms them, stretching them beyond reason until desire itself makes them suffering. Interesting. Amaya Okeo says, good morning, tuning from Great Rift Valley. Good morning to you. Yes, that's Ohoro wa Rusene. I'm still butchering it, but I've tried to know. Kennedy Anyona says, good morning, tuned in. Nothing good can come from this country. Whoa. It's unfortunate that's how we've woken up this morning, but let's see what it then all kind of looks like when we bring it together. Sawa. All right. Karibu Sana, thank you everybody for joining. And even as you join, just know that you are brought in with the sweetest of our welcomes. And thank you for having this conversation with us. Into the headlines on the front page of the Standard this morning. Fuel price shocker. That's what it is. Kenyans woke up today to the shock of the highest fuel prices ever, which will lead to the sharpest rise in the prices of goods and services across board. This exposes the government's continued claims that this exposes the government's continued claims that it had under firm control the fallout of the Iran war with the G2G import arrangement. 197 diesel is what it was yesterday. This morning, as of midnight, it goes to 243 shillings. 196 is what you paid for petrol yesterday. This morning, you'll pay 214 shillings per litre. Kerosene remains the same. That's untouched. Let's see what they're going to do with the toggling of that. But that it means that it's the highest price. It's significantly higher. Somebody just said a litre of petrol, a litre of diesel is the same as a bottle of beer, right? So decide which one you're going to consume and which one will take you further.
Yeah. Well, not that I agree with beer, but also an interesting dynamic happened last night. I did a survey. From around 9 p.m., most of the gas stations or petrol stations decided not to do any more sales. You couldn't buy fuel. Most of them, people can confirm.
Yeah.
Because they were expecting, it was known. And there's always a leakage among Kenya on how the prices are going to tilt.
Yeah.
So from around 9:30 p.m., you couldn't buy. So they were holding, waiting for midnight. So 2 hours later, they changed the pricing. And now Kenyans have to pay more.
Yes.
So also we need to talk about consumer protection. How right is that for them to do?
Yeah.
Because the prices run until the midnight of the 14th.
Yes.
Not until 9 p.m. on 10 p.m.
No.
So
how are you going to protect people around that?
Yeah.
What are we likely to see today? And it's there's no regulation for that, unfortunately. Is that we're likely to see that as we get into a matatu or a bus today, or you get onto, and this is the weekend, and I really didn't know how many people leave Nairobi over the weekend. I didn't really go out, and a lot of people do. And so what we will see as of this morning is that those who took a trip last week on Friday for a particular price, there will be an increase of that this morning. There will be people who will charge for the buses, the inter-county links and all of this. Anybody who puts a drop of fuel in their vehicle today, doesn't matter if it's petrol or diesel, there will be an increase in price. There will. It's not because they have to they have to pass it on to the end user.
Yeah.
And that is what is going to happen. So short of breathing, everything that you will do for easily the next 2 to 3 weeks is going to be more expensive. Do we brace for that? Yes, because that's what's going to happen. And we can hear from people. We'll probably hear from people today.
Yes.
You're leaving the city, or even within the city, or you're wherever you are, it's going to cost you a little bit more to move around.
Yeah.
And it's going to affect everything else. So the person who is taking that tomato for 20 shillings in a vehicle that is going to cost more Are we going to be paying more for that tomato? It's imagery, but the principle is what we're talking about here.
Right.
NACADA report reveals surge of synthetic drugs. Unfortunately, we saw a lot of things like methamphetamines get into the country. The substances are more potent and difficult to detect than traditional drugs such as cannabis and heroin. Investigations disclose evidence of small-scale laboratory activity linked to local production of synthetic stimulants. And so folks are putting this stuff in booze. Folks are injecting it. It doesn't look good at all, and it's turning people into zombies. NACADA is saying this is here, and it's bad. United Opposition projected to crush Ruto in 2027 with 76% of total votes. There's this big survey that was done. It was released by TIFA at the Institute of the what again? I remember it's a research firm. So of course we're looking at numbers in terms of what that looks like. It's a Friday for numbers.
Was it before the fuel spike? Higher price?
That's a good question. It probably was because they revealed them yesterday. So it probably did some time before that.
Okay.
Kindiki says, I was elected, not appointed by Parliament.
Who? Sorry?
Do you know that the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya is called Kithure Kindiki?
I've heard that.
You've heard him?
Yeah.
Okay. He said yesterday that he was not elected, but he was appointed. Sorry, he was elected and not appointed by Parliament. Just in case you forgot, he was reminding people that I was elected.
I thought he was a lawyer.
Yeah.
So he should understand what elected means, especially in the Kenyan context.
When you are elected, people choose you. They say, of the others, I want this one.
Allow me to remind him.
Yes.
Even the impeached former deputy president was not elected. He runs around saying, I had 7 million voters vote for me. He was not. The Constitution allows us to vote for a president. And as a mitigation measure, because things can happen, we don't want there to be a vacuum in power, he must have a running mate. If a deputy president position was elective, we would have had to go for an election to vote in a deputy president after the impeachment. So please, the current and the former impeached deputy president, none of you are elected by Kenyans. That's why you can be fired or hired by your employer, by your senior. Not your Kenyans are your employer, but your senior is a president. So please, point of correction, dear Mr. Deputy President, you are not elected by anyone.
My throat is dry. Yes. It's interesting because there's a whole submissions of this case in court concerning the impeachment of former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua and what exactly this all means. So he's just reminding people, excuse me. But as you said, no, you weren't.
Yes. Thank you.
Fury as Jubaland troops set base in Kenya amid rising insecurity. Sorry, how are they just here?
Why? It's no brainer. We just had the French.
So I mean, free for all.
Yeah.
Anybody else? Just come, no problem.
Wait and see.
Yeah. Anybody else? Come. Emurua Dikir mini poll marred by chaos amid rival groups clash. We saw that yesterday. I think that we saw the DCP candidate, the UDA candidate win. That public health officers murder sparks outrage as wife is detained. People who are being killed anyhow, I don't understand. The Kenya Environmental Health and Public Health Practitioners Union has condemned the killing of a public health practitioner in Bungoma County, describing it as a cold-blooded murder and called for urgent investigations. That people are taking to death as an option to solve problems, it's very worrying to me. I watched the documentary, as sometimes I normally do.
Right.
And they talked about the difficulty in taking life. It's not an easy thing to do. What it does to your brain. And that's why they say somebody who can go to the point whereby the option is not for us to have a conversation, not for me to walk away, but that to take life. There's a seismic shift that has happened in the mental space. Seismic. And that for that to be the solution, where you need to take life, as in, I don't need you to be alive anymore, whether it is in a position of anger, spur of the moment, whatever it is, violence, there is a shift that has happened in the brain. It is not a normal affair, whether it is an intimate partner relationship, whether it is war, whether it is conflict, whether it is a police officer taking down somebody in the middle of the street. It is not normal. It's not normal behavior. And that we see more and more people life being taken, whether you push somebody off a building in South B, whether you shoot somebody, whether you strangle somebody to death, whether you slice somebody, it's not normal. And it is becoming so normalized that we almost say, yeah, somebody killed a housemate because she was sleeping with a husband. Excuse me, leave the husband.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I mean, he already left you.
He already left you, so leave him. You don't have to kill. It doesn't stop that he might want somebody else because you've killed this one. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Something is wrong. There's a problem.
And I do agree. I mean, you realize what we're talking about inner peace and congruence. Because that shift is the power of emotions.
Yeah.
You know, to the extent they blind your rational approach to life, your logical course of action becomes duped, you know, and then you find yourself doing something now in that zone, because the emotions have levels. There are levels you get into that can be very dangerous, not just to yourself but also to other people. And then also remember, anger is a form of energy.
Yes.
So how you dispel it, you know, determines the extent of damage you can cause, because it is always destructive. Always destructive. So we need to find the balance, because again, we can disagree. There can be war, right? I agree. But that can be, maybe that's a different scale of engagement, but especially in our domestic personal relations, we need to keep tabs on how we are lashing out and how we are coming out.
There's a reason, and it's I also the Lost Boys of Sudan, but there's a reason why also the boys of Sierra Leone had to be given drugs to then go and fight to kill people, because they knew that in your normal state of being, you wouldn't do it. This is what I'm saying.
So they numb you either with chemicals, but also, that's why I'm saying anger is also another numbing factor. They have to numb a part, they kind of kill a part of you first. Actually, this is what happens. Psychology will prove it, that a part of you has to die for you to kill someone.
Very true.
So it's very dangerous.
There's something going on, and it doesn't make sense to me.
No.
And I said I'm going to look through it every day since Thursday last week. Every day there has been a story of somebody who has died at the hands of another for something that could have been avoided. Every day since Thursday last week. Today is day 7. And I was like, maybe I won't find one today. But no, here's another one in Bungoma. No, there's something wrong. And if we don't admit it and start to deal with it, we're just seeping deeper and deeper into the problem. This one doesn't have anything to do with government and fuel prices. No.
Well, it may.
Well, it may. But there's dis-ease. There is dis-ease. State plans single funding model for primary and junior schools. Well, hallelujah. Somebody's been listening. Maybe that's going to be a thing. We don't know. Single funding model. One pot, one place. That's the thing that you've been talking about, whereby you have publicly funded education. That all these many funds, bursaries, whatever, you need one pot. Make it a federal system, fund education. I hope that is what they're saying, and that I've not just preempted something that's not the case.
They're asking you to pay via e-citizen.
Yeah, I know. I was trying to be hopeful.
No, Kamiyet already told you. Yes. But that's the ideal situation.
It is.
There should be a publicly funded education system.
There should.
You know, so that these shenanigans of delayed payment, actually, there should be no payment whatsoever from Kenyans.
They shouldn't.
The tax should take care of that.
Senators pressure Shah to explain criteria for rejecting 16 billion shillings claims. We had some of those conversations yesterday and still looking to that. That's the Standard. Get a copy of the Standard today, or subscribe to the e-paper and have the Standard in your pocket. All right. To you, sir.
The Daily Nation. Do you know the price of the newspaper?
Of the Daily Nation? Or the other one? You know, it's right here.
And of the Standard?
60 shillings. The Standard is 60 shillings.
And in T shillings?
In T shillings, the Standard is 1,700.
In U
shillings, the Standard is 2,700.
Okay.
Yes.
That's about the strength of our currency.
Isn't it?
If only we focused, life would be good.
Yeah.
Political thunder. He says there was a showdown. Officials projected a 65% voter turnout in the election to replace Johanna Ngeno, who passed on in February. So this is in Emurwa Dikir by-election, where he says the political consequences of the Emurwa Dikir by-election were always bound to be profound, whatever the outcome. Despite apparent hostility by the electorate, UDA could not contemplate failing to defend the parliamentary seat in a region perceived as the president's turf. the prospect of the area becoming the coronation stage for former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua's DCP to secure its first elected MP raised the stakes even higher. So there's a context, as we all know, happened yesterday. Do we officially have a winner? Or are we waiting to...
I think we're waiting to hear official announcements today.
We can wait for that. Says there, 2027, Sifuna headache for Ruto. Then the United Opposition. This is the growing political influence of ODM SG Edwin Sifuna is having implications on both government and opposition formations, a new poll shows. The Nairobi senator is emerging as a key contender for the joint opposition presidential ticket, even leapfrogging some United Opposition principles, according to the TIFA survey. Mr. Sifuna's ODM faction is the most popular among party members compared to the rival group that is supporting President William Ruto, further complicating the head of state's re-election game plan, even as his approval rating rose to 24%, up from 19%. Interesting story continues on page 6. Page 2 of the Daily Nation. You were speaking of the one-stop shop for education. Duh. Those moments are short-lived.
Oh, wow. Okay.
56.3 billion funding shortfall threatens free education for 6 million learners.
60.
Yes.
Good Lord.
He says around 6 million pupils in public primary and secondary schools are facing an uncertain future unless Parliament allocates 56.3 billion for free education in the 2026-2027 financial year.
It's too late for that, man.
In recent years, the free primary education and free day secondary education programs have faced funding challenges that have seen schools accumulate debts and others turning to charging parents to cover deficits. That is your CS, as it was confirmed by the majority leader. He has no clue. None other but Julius Bitok, CS Education. Story continues. Political turn on page 4. Sifuna headache, page 6. Page 7 of the Daily Nation. It has the unaudited account of the DTB, Diamond Trust Bank. You see what serious accountants do and serious companies do.
Yes.
So, please, if you see CS Bandy somewhere, tell him he owes us a duty to publish our audited account or unaudited, however, just publish, especially our public debt. We need to know how we are doing as the shareholders of this country. Well, consumers hit as diesel prices rise to 242 per litre. Pump prices have hit a historic high, with a litre of diesel rising by 46.29 to retail at 242.92, effective yesterday midnight. A litre of petrol will jump to 214.25, a rise of Kenya shilling 16.63, while that of kerosene remains unchanged at 152. Well, we see how that plays out, but today we have an interesting story in the Daily Nation.
Okay.
And that will be on, it's like a special.
Yeah.
They're saying born to teens. Speaking about motherhood.
Yeah.
Where 3 children born to teenage mothers reflect on lives shaped by stigma, sacrifice, absence, resilience, and the difficult choices their mothers made while still growing up themselves. So it's talking about teenage motherhood.
What kind of like what we spoke about yesterday?
Yes.
So you can imagine it's just a female having a baby, but it's a lot more than that.
Babies having babies.
Babies having babies.
So they're talking about what happens of those babies that are born by babies.
Yeah.
Because both of them are still growing up.
Yeah.
It's a conversation worth having so that we can ventilate.
I think so.
Yeah.
Definitely necessary.
More stories? Grab your copy.
Yeah, definitely get a copy of that. Also, if you're looking into the Star, real quick on the front page, Ruto tops 27 polls as Sifuna surges to 4 spots. That's again this by Tifa. UDA shines in Emurua Dikir by-election. A woman found dead at boss's home died of heart failure. Rachel Brenda Opio, the woman who was found dead at her employee's home in Shimanzi, Mombasa, died from a heart attack caused by thyroid complications, in case you're wondering what that was about. Siasa, how Kenya turned the summit into a statement of power. And there were some sessions which we didn't see, then we just started to see over socials where folks were essentially telling France what they really thought. health, is looking at the story of heart failure caused woman's death at her employer's home. Many questions arise, but healthcare costs continue to rise in Kenya. Insurers are increasingly being forced to rethink how medical cover is designed and distributed. An emerging trend, I just want to look at this, is the shift towards community-based insurance models and the making healthcare more affordable through collective participation and pooled risk. This all comes as SHA comes under fire over delayed payments and system failures. There are many insurers. I mean, just think about them across board, from Britam to Jubilee to ICE, all of them. And they're thinking about how they've partnered with folks to launch medical cover targeting members of a particular community, the Sikhs, for example, their families and businesses, industry players, organizing groups such as faith-based organizations, SACCOs, and professional associations, help important channels for reaching more Kenyans with structured healthcare support and improving access to quality care across different communities. So just looking at the different things that they can do in little spots and pockets to ensure that, medical health or insurance is reached by everybody. 5.3 billion shilling budget blow. TSC faces new year without injury cover. I'm trying to breathe. Is the tea levy burden or boost? Farmers watching keenly. They're also waiting. Also, farmers in Laikipia reap big from climate smart farming. And I guess that's the way you kind of have to go for some of these things. The Nairobian today is talking about the cartel queen, Akinyi. I thought this story was over. Are we not done with this? But apparently it's still a thing.
Yeah.
Dangerous desire. Former club owner Joyce Akinyi's lovers fell. They fell. Her business empire crumbled and was written off, and the life sentence she's serving vanished after years of narcotics claims, explosive arrests, and a 5.6 million shilling heroin case that nearly buried her forever. The woman once branded a drug queen has walked free again. She's out, guys, leaving behind furious investigators, shattered reputations, and one haunting question: who really is Joyce Akinyi? So she's no longer behind bars. She was supposed to be serving life in prison for some of these things. I guess not so anymore.
Well, the courts have pronounced themselves.
Yes, they have.
We wait and see.
We will wait and see.
If there's one institution I hope we can have faith in, it's the judiciary. I know we have complaints and reservations, but I hope that in time we can feel comfortable in knowing that the courts are always acting in the interest of Kenyans and within the law. So that these questions of, investigators, because, don't arise. Some cases when they are resolved, in manners that cannot be explained. Remember, they also put other people at risk.
True.
Because they're the investigative agency, they're the arresting officers, they're the witnesses, So if the person goes scot-free outside the law, that can raise complications.
It definitely can.
Yeah, but also, if the law has deemed it that she needs to be free, she's a Kenyan, everyone has their rights.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we'll wait and see.
We wait and see.
We're also getting into a sporting weekend where the Diamond League is taking place in the East today. And Ferdinand Omanyala will be in fine form from all indications. And we also know that Manchester City is praying that Arsenal loses to Crystal Palace to keep themselves in the running.
They don't need to pray.
They just need to play.
Arsenal is Arsenal.
Okay, looks like it's going to be an interesting
but
one.
always too far.
Good morning.
This is the Situation Room, the only way to start your day.